people are going to have questions about this, but this idea of personalized search. Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and ready to film for you guys a state of Amazon SEO video. So I'll probably do this about once a week if there's even that much information to report, but I certainly will do it whenever I see an algorithm update. So what I've seen lately, first and foremost, Amazon jumping heavy into the credit card niche. So Amazon's offering me a credit card here. I've never seen that before. Popped up first time ever. And I'm obviously going to decline. I just want to look at some shit here. It's like they don't even let me do that. So let me go ahead and jump into my list first. And I want to jump into the first point on the current state of Amazon SEO. No more who let the dogs out. So those of you guys that have been regulars on my webinars or on here are going to know that the who let the dogs out was basically anytime you would search, you'd get this freaking shot of who let the dogs out, which is basically a screenshot of people that work at Amazon's dogs. So we called it the who let the dogs out update, and we kept getting sorry we couldn't find that page. Luckily that stopped, and we can now resume our frenzy in buying or doing whatever the hell we want, and that's no longer the case. They fixed that. That's completely gone, which brings me to the second big point. There's still lots of CAPTCHAs. So if you do like I do and on a daily basis are searching things on Amazon, every now and then they're going to ask you for a CAPTCHA because they think you're a robot. So expect to get quite a bit of that still happening. I certainly see it quite heavily. Also, number 3 point, heavily weighted towards sales on a particular keyword. And what I basically mean by that is if you actually look around inside Amazon, you're going to see the people that are ranked number 1 are ranked number 1 for a reason. They're selling a lot of shit. And frankly, they have a very high BSR. So if we take a look at one of my favorite niches to look at is the turmeric niche. Number 1 is number 1 because, well, they're number 35 BSR in health and household, which means they're selling a shit ton of turmeric. That's a fact. And you can click in, investigate, all that good stuff, but you're going to see the same old thing. They're just selling a ton of turmeric. Let's go to the next point here, which is, and for example, they're also going to be selling a ton of turmeric for that keyword. So chances are their conversion rate for that keyword is off the chart, in addition to the fact that they are selling quite a bit. Number 4 is it seems that there is some kind of bonus for newer products. Let's have a look at this one, that when they first come out of the gate, they can potentially rank higher. And Josh, who's on our team, Josh Do It, is the one that actually recognized this. So this particular product, we might wonder, why is this guy ranking so well? Well, pretty much he did a freaking giveaway right here. You could see that here, and just since then he's been ranking pretty well. He's done a couple lightning deals. He's only been around for 81 days. The guy's selling a lot, but it's probably at break even. And that is shown in his price. He's probably making 40-50 cents on this, but to be quite honest, the reason he's there is for all those reasons. He's getting a lot of traffic. He's getting a lot of sales because of this price point. He's got quite a bit of reviews now. And like I said, he's making 40-50 cents a bottle. Not a lot, but that's his tactic right now. He might raise this up as soon as he has a couple hundred reviews, and then we'll see what happens. He might slowly be raising that price up until he stays there. So we'll see what happens in the future. This is a good one to watch if you're an Amazon SEO and you're interested in this market. I would certainly mark this guy down to continue to watch to see what happens with him, and then really like study why is he there and does this all make sense. So that's the big and 4th point. The 5th point, there's not as much fluctuation in the last few weeks. The stronger sellers are up front. So what we were noticing when we constantly look at this is somebody could at any moment be 2 now, and then once I search in the next search, he could jump to like 16. That was happening quite a bit a couple weeks back, and now it's pretty solid. In fact, we use this secondary browser, it's called Tor browser, to search products just to make sure and see if that's the case or not. And it uses a different IP from a different country every single time. So I'm going to show you what happens here if we search the exact same thing. We'll see they're not going to differ much, but about a week ago, the difference was ridiculous. It literally had us just baffled. So if I take a look at this, what we're going to notice is there's still a difference. This guy's number 2 now on a completely new IP, so it knows I search here a lot, and you'll get completely different results. Often the results that we get on this particular browser are the real results that most people get that are never searched this market, are brand new customers. But if you're like me and you're constantly searching this shit all the time, you're going to get certain results that reflect what you're selling and I'm sorry, your buying patterns are. And frankly, I buy a bunch of shit on Amazon. So you can see here they differ quite a bit. And now I could really dig into here and see what is the big difference. Amazon's got their own product. That's another thing to notice. So much different. If we compare them, we can really learn some things here. And that's kind of what I do when I look at Amazon SEO in general. So not as much fluctuation, but we just showed that there is still some fluctuation. The strong sellers are up front, which should be the case. And lastly, I've also seen that people that are doing PPC are being heavily rewarded. As you'll notice that most of the time, the people that are at the top are also doing PPC campaigns. Zao Nutrition doing a lot. I have seen these guys doing quite a bit of PPC, but you'll notice that they are doing PPC, and that's what's really helping propel them to get the traffic. They are now on page 1. They used to be on page 3, but I've seen AMS ads for them, and I've also seen a ton of PPC for them. So there's a reason that they're up there at the top. And then the last thing that I wanted to throw in here, and it's kind of like a bonus, it's something that I hadn't seen in a while. I was doing some research on a couple different products I could show, and I looked up this product, and I noticed that I've never seen this, and it's maybe I just haven't been looking, but at one point I even had 5 actual sponsored ads across the top of my page, which I'm used to seeing 3. I'd never seen 4 and 5, but I saw them here happen, and so I'm like, holy cow, what's going on? Hey everyone, Hurricane Liz here, and I was just done filming the State of Amazon SEO video, and I forgot one key thing. And I know a lot of people are going to have questions about this, but this idea of personalized search. Now, a lot of people that have done Google and other algorithms like that will know that personalized search exists, and now on Amazon it exists to a very high degree. So let me show you guys an example of how to figure that out. Let's say, for example, you've bought a lot of a product in the past. I've happened to buy a lot of these turmerics because I test the market often and I want to see what's happening. And so I bought quite a few of them. So this is what my top 3, let's just look at the top 6 look like. I talked about this one in another video, and I also talked about the top 3 and the top 6 altogether. But that's kind of how it looks if I look at it. But this is coming from somebody that's bought many of the top turmerics just to sort of investigate the market. So now, how does this look from a completely brand new, fresh perspective of somebody that's never searched the actual market? Well, let me show you how to figure that out. We use this browser. It's called Tor Browser. As you can see right now, I have turmeric pulled up. It'll be vastly different than what I see. But let's say we want to search it again from a completely new identity. We go to this little onion and we hit new identity. And it's going to go ahead and start everything all over again. It takes me straight to the home page, and I go just straight back to Amazon.com. In fact, it'll even show you where you're searching from. So right now, where I'm actually searching from is any one of these areas, Sweden or Romania. And if I go here and I search turmeric curcumin again, I'm going to get vastly different search results as opposed to what I normally get in my personalized search, and that's because Amazon knows what I search for and they know what patterns to look for in my search habits. So what we get here is these 3 are showing up. This comes up at the top because I've bought this product before, but if we look at number 2, much different. Number 3, different. Let's continue to look at what the next 2 sections bring in. So we've got this one, which match. These are a little different. This one's in a different position. And then we got this Chiro Flex here on my personalized search, but we don't have it here on the actual results, but there it is right here. So as you see, they're kind of a little jumbled around, but Amazon tries to position them in some different positions depending on what they think I might buy, and then depending on what my actions are here, the next search will be possibly a little different. So there's a couple different versions that they throw out, but as you can see, they vary them up. And again, this does completely different if I search again from a different identity. So it could potentially change all over again if I do it all over again. And same thing with my personalized search. It's going to vary, but this is exactly what I mean by personalized search. It's going to vary the results depending on what part of the world you're on, how many times they have you marked as searching for this particular product, and if you've ever even actually looked in the niche. And this is what I'm talking about, the things that we noticed with Amazon SEO. We're the first people that actually reported this and started to show other people in our network, and then we got to talking about it and sort of figured it out. Again, really powerful seller. It pops up first, but this is basically what you get if you're a brand new seller, a brand new searcher, and have never searched this market before, versus my more personalized search because it knows my patterns. So this is what you look at when you look at algorithms. If you guys have any questions or comments, just ask them in the actual notes or the comments below. Let me know what else you want to find out about Amazon SEO. I will be sure to cover it in a future video. Thanks for watching, guys.